Welcome back, watch people, to a newly self-isolating, social distancing pool. Wow, the world's gone mad. I am taking the advice of the government and just keeping myself away from other people as much as I possibly can. It's going to kill me not seeing my grandchildren as much as I would normally do. But I suppose on the bright side, for you guys at least, you might get some more videos. Now, the topic of this video is quite a serious one for me, because yesterday I posted a video with an offer from a very good friend of mine, Spencer Dryer from BQ Watches. Now that video contained an offer which I'll pop up in the screen. If you haven't seen that video, it might be a good idea to watch that one before you see this one. And naively I thought that everyone would see the positives of Spencer's message and of Spencer's very generous offer that I can tell you now was made from his heart and not from his pocket. I think I should have known better, and there are a number of you out there that feel the video left more questions unanswered than answered. And I think it's very important that I tackle that, because I've supported Spencer in his aim to help other people in need during a difficult time. Potentially with emergency funds. Now there's a key word there, emergency. Spencer is open for business. If you want to buy a watch, sell a watch, exchange a watch, you can deal with Spencer in exactly the same way in which you would have dealt with him 6 or 8 weeks ago. That's no different. But Spencer's offer was to give people with financial difficulties, particularly the elderly, people, those with families in need. People may suddenly have lost their job, they own a fine watch, they don't want to lose the watch, but they need some funds. Spencer has very kindly and extremely generously offered to lend them money against that watch without any interest due at the when the time comes for you to go and collect your watch. No interest due whatsoever. Now, of course, the big question that left a lot of people asking is, well, that's all very well, Paul, but what happens if you can't afford to go and collect that watch? Are you going to lose it? And the answer to that, which I should have tackled in yesterday's video, is absolutely not. I did reiterate a couple of times in the video yesterday that every single case is treated individually. And some people are almost insisting that I give you almost a rate card. How is this going to work? How much will you get for this watch? How much? It doesn't work that way, guys. Spencer will tackle each individual inquiry and your needs on an individual basis. Now, my advice to anyone would be, if you do need emergency funds and your watch is the only way that you can do it, and you want to take up Spencer's kind offer of help, is to borrow as little as possible against that watch, so it makes it easier for you to get back without paying any interest. And I've spoken to Spencer about this in some depth this morning, and the important factor is that before anyone actually takes a loan from Spencer, in an interest-free loan, before anyone takes that, you are going to be in a negotiating position with Spencer before the deal is done, and he will tell you that worst case scenario, what happens if you can't afford to collect that watch. And that is going to be the key to all this. Every single potential deal is separate, is individual, is bespoke. There is no set rate card. How much will I get for this? How much will I get for that? How much have I got to pay if I can't afford to collect the watch on a day? Every single situation will be different, but what will remain the same is that Spencer will tell you exactly how much your watch is worth to him in the worst case scenario. So let me give you a little bit of an example. If you was to take, for instance, a 2020 steel and gold blue kit sub to Spencer, and you needed, say, a couple of £1,000 for a few weeks, Spencer will lend you that money against that watch. When the time comes, you go back to Spencer, you give him his £2,000, he gives you your watch back, no interest due. If you can't afford to pay that £2,000 back at the end of the agreed period, you will revert back to the agreement that you have with Spencer in the very beginning, where you will say, well, look, in the worst case scenario, and you can't collect the watch, this watch I would buy, for an example, let's say £10,000. So instead of you giving you giving Spencer £2,000 at the end of that transaction, and him giving you your watch back if you couldn't afford to pay the £2,000, I guess he's going to give you the other £8,000 to make that deal complete and final. You are not, no one is going to lose their £10,000 watch for the small amount of money that they've borrowed against it. I think that needs to be made very clear, because there are one or two people out there trying to look at this from a negative angle, and I can tell you absolutely, categorically, that this is not Spencer's intention. It's entirely honourable, and if they weren't, I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. Now, I just wanted to clear that up. I said to you guys I would, I promised you I would, and I've spoken with Spencer. I could have got him on the show again this morning, but I didn't feel the need to complicate things. It is what it is, guys. Look, Spencer is trying to help people. If people don't want to accept that there are good people out there trying to do the right thing by their customers, and by their customers that they've served in the past, that's something that's important to remember as well, is that Spencer clearly said on the video yesterday that he's sold thousands of watches to thousands of people over the years, and he feels that he's now in a position to try and help those people. They've helped him in the past by being a customer, and now it's perhaps his turn to repay some of the faith that they've shown him in the past. And I think it's a wonderful move, and if everyone had the same attitude, the world would be a better place. Now, I've actually done myself what Spencer offered yesterday. I've done it myself in the past. I've never boasted about it, I've never bragged about it, but I have had people that have come to me in the past in my shop that needed money for a particular reason that touched my heart. It might have been for whatever reason, and I've lent them money against a watch that I just didn't want to buy anyway, but I've lent them money knowing that if worst case scenario I wasn't going to lose any money, and they always repaid my faith. No one ever let me down, and I did it on a number of occasions. And I think that it's a very similar offer that Spencer is extending to people that watch my channel and to his previous customers that have, as I say, have been so loyal to him over the years. And it was very important for me to clear that up, because I saw a few comments in the comment section after that video that I wasn't happy to accept on behalf of someone who I consider to be a friend. I think while some of the comments and the questions were fair, there were also one or two comments there that I thought were just plain out of line, and I wanted to address those. I hope that's done that for everyone. If anyone's not satisfied with my explanation today, if anyone is still not happy, if anyone still feels the need that they, for whatever reason, they need to know more about this, contact Spencer. I'm not the one that's making this offer. I'm the one that is relaying the message and hopefully giving people out there, genuine people who really do need a hand. And if there are people out there that need a hand, there are good, honourable people out there that are prepared to extend an arm or a hand of help. And if that surprises people, or if it surprises some people, maybe it says more about them than it does the person that's making the offer. So that's it really for this video, guys. Quite a serious one, I'm afraid, but like I say, these are serious times. Thanks for watching, and we'll speak again soon.